the stereotype about engineers is simply, we are engineers, we don't do that people thing, right? Keep the people out of our way so we can get our jobs done around here. That's the ideal scenario. I know it's not true, but it still made me nervous. You know, when I'm standing in front of 1,000 of these people from the internet and telecom industry, and I'm talking about love, you know. So I was being hypersensitive to the body language because I didn't know if I was going to get through or not. And from what I could tell, I was connecting pretty well. And then a couple days later, I got back to my office. I had an email from somebody in that group who was a manager of internet folks, you know, LAN technicians. And at least I got through to him because he wrote to tell me, he said, hey, you know that love stuff you were talking about? He said, you're right on, man. He said, I've been telling my guys this since the day I became a manager 10 years ago. And I thought you'd appreciate seeing it in his own words. Here's the way he said it. I've told my technicians to make the customer absolutely love you, take you home to dinner, love you, meet the wife and kids, love you, because if the customer loves you, you can blow up their building, and they'll say accidents happen. There are probably better business strategies. There are better ways to test customer loyalty, right? But this does tell us something. You know, I have to admit to you, I first put this on a slide because I thought it was funny. But the more I've thought about this, the more profound it gets. Because what it's telling us is, you know, here we are in the beginning of the 21st century, and for so long as business people, we've been conditioned to believe and act on the belief that customer satisfaction is the most important thing, right? That a satisfied customer should be at the core of everything we do as a business. Only to look around now and understand that customer satisfaction doesn't mean squat anymore. I mean, there's no loyalty in a satisfied customer. There's no repeat business guaranteed with the satisfied customer. There's no word of mouth that happens with customer satisfaction because satisfaction has become a baseline expectation. We expect that wherever we go. Therefore, it is no longer a competitive advantage to create it for people. But when they love us, when they love the experience of working with us, when they love the quality of our product or service, when they love the way we anticipate their needs, love, that's where the buzz factor comes from, the loyalty comes from, the forgiveness factor, as our friend here is telling us, comes from when things don't go according to plan. So to say that love has no place in business is insane. In fact, if you want to look at it just as a business application, it's really just damn good business.